Saudi Tukkonaka, Dajahao, and hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am being joined by Maria from Approach Note and Mixed by Genetics, because you know, if something's good, have two of them. So she has two channels. One is all about the comics, the films, the TV shows, anything nerdy, she is on it. She's reviewing, she is talking about it. So go over there. And the other one is all things mixed race. So you know, obviously it's a mixed race video we're doing right now. We will be doing another one on her channel. So do go over there, show some love, press the subscribe, press the like, press the shares. Hello Maria.
Hello, how are you?
I am fabulous today, thank you. Just for the viewers at home, it's a long story, but there's a huge kerfuffle to get to where we are today. Maria's in her booth. I'm not even looking at her. I'm having to look at the camera. It's a lot. It's a lot happening today. So bear with us.
Yeah, my sound died at my YouTube setup, so we're in my voiceover whisper room because I can't apparently record anywhere else. So this is where we're at. We're in a box.
Today's video is going to be a shorter one, and it was sparked by a comment I received on one of my other videos about being mixed race, and the comment basically said, well, I hope mixed race people don't pretend to be black in order to take opportunities from black people, such as, for example, loans, grants, things like that. So also I would say schemes or opportunities that are targeted for black only. They were basically saying mixed race people shouldn't say they're black for that thing. So I was like, ooh, light bulb moment, because in the UK it's slightly different, and Maria and I have done a few UK versus US when it comes to mixed race life. So I thought, perfect, thank you kind stranger for giving me the idea. And today we will be touching on the difference between mixed race / black opportunities in the US versus the UK. So as is polite, I shall pass the mic to my guest, and Maria, kick off. What is it like when it comes to sort of scholarships, opportunities?
So we do have scholarships and grants that are specifically for black only, also others for POCs. So there will be some that will say Indigenous only, or it'll say Hispanic, Latina only, or Asian American only. So that is something that happens prevalently here. The problem is when you are mixed race, especially if you look like me, and again, I say this all the time, I claim my blackness and I claim my indigenousness. But I've never felt comfortable applying for just a black loan or just an indigenous loan, because I feel like I'm taking from the community. That's just me. It doesn't mean I'm any less these things. It just means that I feel like I'm doing service and I'm taking something from someone. Now, the problem with this is there are no mixed anything in terms of grants or anything really, scholarships, bills, nothing catered to us. So you're kind of damned if you do, damned if you don't, basically. This is not something that is just kind of centered around bills and grants and things like that, or scholarships. As a voiceover artist, I've been having a lot of challenges recently as a mixed voice talent, because I will get a lot of emails that are authenticity centered, meaning they want somebody who is just black or somebody who is just indigenous. And I find myself all the time having to email the directors or the casting directors saying, hey, can I audition for this? And then, you know, if they look at my profile, which has my picture, they'll either say, yeah, you're fine, we consider you, we're run dropping you, you're fine. Or actually, you're not really what we're looking for aesthetically, so we're gonna move on. And it's such a hard thing as a performer, because you are missing out on work and sometimes money that you desperately need, because you have to be authentic. So yeah, it's something that's happening a lot here.
It's really interesting to hear the difference. So in the UK, I honestly can't think of something that is like black only, Asian only. It tends to be more general. So it tends to be like, for example, they'll say a BAME opportunity, so anyone non-white can apply. And I remember at work as well, there was a few things that were opportunities, and so what happened, and I think it was because on the board we had a few vocal mixed people, and when I say mixed, I mean myself mixed with black, but also mixed with Asian, and we were both very like, we're mixed heritage, and so we were sort of seeing opportunities that were like, for example, during Black History Month, it was anyone black or mixed black heritage would like to take part. And then in South Asian Heritage Month, it was anyone Asian or mixed Asian heritage. So there is a bigger push to be like, yeah, you're not 100% this thing. However, if you're mixed, we consider you part of this opportunity, part of this thing. And it seems on the face of it to be a lot more inclusive of mixed while still acknowledging that it is mixed. So it's not sort of eroding either side, because it's saying, yeah, you're still mixed, however, you still are part of this community by virtue of being mixed. So I think that definitely feels a lot nicer. So that's why I was
Yeah, I don't think there's anything that I've ever seen in my almost 46 years of life that has been specifically for mixed people here in the States. Now, again, the States have a different, history in terms of slavery and, racism in general as a whole. Not saying there's not racism in the UK, but again, my mother is British. I am a dual national, so I do know that there is a stark difference between what happens in the States and what happens overseas. So I don't know. I would love to have the inclusion, though. As me and you pointed out a long time ago in one of our earlier videos on my Approach the Nerd channel, and even you did on one of your first videos on your channel, the bold type has really shown what the country sees, what a lot of the United States sees mixed people as, people that are scared to choose their dominant POC side, and that we are apparently brainwashed by the man, all kinds of things. So it's like, when you choose to embrace everything you are, it is always going to be problematic to a lot of people. So why would they cater to a mixed person in terms of scholarships and grants and things like that? It's not happening. So yeah, it's sad, but it's true.
Yeah, it's very true. I think when a group of people aren't considered by the majority as, and I'm not, when I say majority, I don't mean necessarily the world, I mean like in specific countries. So obviously in the UK it's different compared to the US. So in the UK, mixed is considered its own thing. So therefore we are seeing a lot more inclusion in these things, like either full heritage or mixed heritage with that particular heritage. But then looking at the States, where it seemed on the face of it, especially as an outsider looking in, to not be considered its own thing by the majority, it then does create this sort of gap where you kind of either shut up and fit in, or you speak out and get excluded. And it's a bit wild. So for example, this reminded me of, your girl loves TikTok, and it reminded me of a TikTok video I saw, and it was she was half Nigerian, half Japanese, but she was born in Japan, raised by her Japanese family. All she knew was Japan, like she didn't know her Nigerian side. And she was getting hate in the comments for saying she's mixed, saying she's Japanese, and not saying she's black Nigerian. And she was basically like, but I don't know that side. I've only known Japan. I'm mixed. I'm two things. And so she had braids. And then in the comments they were like, so why are you wearing braids then? And I was like, what?
Now, the origin of these comments, were they United States? Because I feel like in the States, we seem that for some reason, we have the ability and the right to judge people in other countries that aren't even from here, which I never understood. And I mean, a lot of people fail to understand that Japanese is also a nationality and not an ethnicity. So if she was born and raised in Japan, she is Japanese. It would be like somebody born in America. We are American. We don't say Americanese. So it's just really stupid. I'm telling you, people get butthurt over the stupidest stuff. And at the end of the day, it's not your business what she identifies with. I don't know why we feel entitled enough to tell people what they can be and what they should be. And it's normally towards mixed people, let's be clear. Because nobody's walking up into anybody's house as black, Hispanic, Asian, or complete monoracial and saying, you were this and you were that. Because if you did that, you'd be canceled.
Facts.
But it's completely okay for them to tell us, or anybody to tell us, what we need to be. So that's BS. I'm sorry.
It goes to show though that being mixed race, sometimes you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. And it is interesting.
Sometimes.
Yeah, well.
Not sometimes. All the time.
But it's interesting to see though the different perspectives, because obviously, as we were saying, like the US, the UK, while many people think we're very, very similar, but again, very different, especially when it comes to how races are sort of perceived, mixed race. And so it is interesting, and hopefully interesting for the viewers at home, to see the different perspectives on different aspects of mixed race life. Hopefully more mixed race opportunities will come up, especially as you were mentioning with jobs, and hopefully we'll see more, hey, we're looking for a mixed race actor, actress to do this role. I don't see that happening anytime soon.
I mean, honestly, they cast mixed people as monoracial, but then they turn around and cast monoracial as mixed people. So I give up. I don't know.
The logic is not there.
So it's completely flawed.
But as I said at the beginning, this is going to be a shorter video, so we're going to wrap it up like a present, like a bow, and bring this video to an end. Any parting words, Maria?
Stay in your lane. Continue to drive it. Live long and prosper.
Amen. To the person, anonymous commenter on my video, I'm not taking opportunities because they're also targeted to me. And continue to stay blessed. So thank you, Maria, for, you know, coming on the channel as always. As I mentioned,
I live here.
She does. As I mentioned at the beginning, we are doing a video on her channel, so do go over to Mixed by Genetics to check that out. Smash the subscribe, the like, the share. Also go over to her other channel, Approach the Nerd. Smash the like, the share, and subscribe on that channel as well. Drop in the comments your thoughts on today's video and your experiences with these sort of opportunities. Have you seen where any, I'll be very interested if you've seen a mixed only opportunity. Pigs may fly.
Please let us know.
Yeah, I would love to know. And as always, please do smash the like, the share, and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your family, but most importantly, have a very, very blessed day. And until next time, Saudi tuk konnaha, Zaijian, goodbye everyone.